Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here on a Sunday, so it's Scraplift Crafternoon, and it's the 25th, so it's also Christmas in June. And so I've decided to combine them both, and today we are scrap lifting the amazing Tara with the paper Snob. She is one of our own with Scraplift Crafternoon, and it is her birthday this month, so we are celebrating her by scrap lifting her. And I picked this layout because I loved the wood grain, and then I made the mistake of selecting a collection that doesn't have a wood grain paper to go with it. But that's okay. I'm going to make that work and bring something in a minute. But I am using Vicki Wooten's Evergreen and Holly. I also have this Merry Bright Christmas clear stamp I'm going to bring in a little bit. And then I have this picture of a Christmas tree hunt in the back of the truck, which is a tradition in my family. So I've got lots of paper, some embellishments, my picture, a little bit of mixed media, this amazing layout by my friend Tara. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I'm going to use this green paper, which on one side is like green ivy or green, leafy bits, and the other side is like a black and white plaid. And so it is perfect to use for both layers, where she has that pinky colored layer and then she's got like a black and white layer. It's perfect for that. So I'm just using one paper instead of using two. And then I have this 6x8 paper that I'm going to cut down and use to double mat my picture. Now, I did go and pull out this paper pad from, I think it's Recollections, and it's like a hot paper by Seasonal Moments. I had to go pull it off my shelf again because I really did love the concept of the wood grain. And while mine is more of a tree, it's kind of fitting considering we are on a tree hunt. Of course, this isn't the typical kind of tree you're looking to cut down for Christmas trees, but that's okay. So I pull that out and pretty much I'm going to layer up all of these gorgeous papers together. And now I am trying to trim my picture down to where it is going to fit with a nice enough border. I want to be able to see that green and pinkish red color on that first mat. And then I have a darker, like a maroon color behind that. And so that is exactly what I wanted because it would stand out the best on that black and white buffalo plaid. So, and then I just use scraps to make all of my little banners, which makes me happy. Using scraps makes me happy. So in all reality, I used one 6x8 and one 12x12 with a very small little piece of scrap left over from any of it. So yay. So after I get the tags down, I'm just going to start embellishing. My embellishments are in a similar locations to where Tara's are, but obviously I'm not using flowers. I'm using some kind of greenery. And I do pull out a little leafy stamp, and I'm testing it out because I've never used it, and this is a new ink pad, so I knew it was going to be pretty juicy. And so I test it out a couple times before I start stamping. If it is your first time using a stamp or a stamp pad, I strongly suggest you try it out on a scrap paper because sometimes they will bleed and sometimes you got to push harder or lighter. It's a great way to test things out. I have learned that from experience. So, and most people I'm sure probably think about that stuff, but figure I'd say it while I was thinking about it. So I am just going to try and pull some things out to put here. If it would have worked, I would have flip-flopped the embellishments because there's more open area on the left side of this picture because it's kind of taken to the side a little, and there's a bunch of space from the farm, our tree farm that we were at, over on the left side. But I think that the way I tilted this leafy bit with the holly berries, I think that it works just fine, and I'm not covering anybody over. So family tradition, as long as I can remember, we have always gotten in the back of our truck beds And when I say that, I don't mean that we drive around town that way. My great uncle used to have a farm, maybe still does. And we would always go as a family out and find our tree and cut it down. Now, since I've been a grown up, I've only done that for myself once, but we always would go until 2017, I think maybe was the last year that we went. And then after I lost my dad, I haven't been back. So, but it's kind of petered out, and I think they sold the property. But anyway, it was memories that I've had my entire life. And so I wanted to use this little thing on here, the little tag that says traditions down at the bottom. And Tara has a place for journaling in that space. And I have a tag that I've cut that's got lines on it, like lined paper. And I am going to use that to put the date on and write a little journaling. So I don't have the rectangled shape like she does, but she journals a lot on her layouts, which I think is amazing. But there's going to be a lot of journaling in regards to the Christmas tree hunts, because this is only one of a lot of pictures from this. So I don't need to journal too much here, but this is definitely our tradition. I have ridden in the back of a truck on the farm to go get our tree many, many times, including after the tree gets in there, and I would sit in the back and be poked by the tree the whole time, just because it is some of the fondest memories that I have of my childhood, my youth, and even as an adult with my own kids. So, but now I'm just going to continue adding things. I did pull out the puffy title stickers, the thickers, and determined that I was going to use this word wonder as my title. She has her title in that same space, although she's left hers. I think hers looks like it's on top of her picture as well. And mine is up above the paper, which I'm fine with, because I put that little L-shaped wreathy bit, such proper terminology, in that corner, and then put a little sticker or an embellishment on there that says "A Time for Fun," which I have not done. Oh, there is. So now I found this tree sticker in the sticker book and wanted to add that down here. I just thought it was a cute little add-on. I made sure to put some gold puffies in 3 different places so that they weren't imbalanced. And other than that, I'm really pretty much done. And then I'm about to do the close-ups for you and realize that she has a scallopy bit underneath the picture. And I didn't have that. So I took my Creative Memory Circle Punch, cut 3 half-inch circles, I think half or 3/4-inch circles, cut them in half, and then made my own little scallopy bit with the same paper that bigger green background is made out of. So I'm going to turn my page so that I can get those in there, and then I'm going to be done. I hope that you will go and check out Tara. Like I said, her channel on here is The Paper Snob. Her Instagram is Kryptonite72, and all of that's going to be linked below, as well as the playlist for Scraplift Crafternoon. And then also the wonderful people who are creating with Christmas in June, which is something we do every month on the 25th. Anyone who wants to participate, just scrapbook something Christmas on the 25th, and then whatever you want to do. And so I decided to combine it and made sure it was okay with my dear friend Tara, and she said she was fine with that, and I found the perfect papers. So once again, here is Tara's layout. I adore her, and if you like stitching, mixed media, and just wonderful craftsmanship, you just should go check her out, because she is fantastic, and I am only partially biased. So, and then of course, like I said, go check out the people who are hopping along that are listed below in the description box for Christmas in June. I hope you all are having an amazing month. We have 5 more days left of the month before it is over. I cannot believe that. So I hope you all will continue to follow along this month, and I hope you'll come back and see me again tomorrow. Have a great day. I hope you get a chance to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.